Hey everybody, Evan Schmidt, Product Specialist, Love Promise Coordinator here at Santa Cruz Subaru. Today's video, we're going to show you some stuff you might not know your Subaru can do. If you're new to my channel, I like to make videos on everything Subaru, impart my knowledge, wisdom, and everything I've learned over the last 18 years working here at Santa Cruz Subaru. If you get use out of the videos, please hit the Santa Cruz Subaru wave right down there. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps me out. Lets my bosses know that people get use out of the videos, and let me keep making them for you. All right, let's get into it. So this first tip has to do with your parking brake. The vast majority of you are gonna have your parking brake right here. Pull to go on, put your foot on the brake, push down to go off. For those of you with older Outbacks, your parking brake's gonna be over there, and it's just the opposite. Push to go on, pull to go off. No matter which one you have, you do have this feature. So if it is on, and you can see it's on right there, and I go into drive, and if I don't have my seatbelt on, and I hit the gas, I'm not going anywhere. Pretty much everybody in their life has driven away at some point with the parking brake on. But if I were to put my seatbelt on, which I'm trying to do now, and the parking brake's on up there, it says park, and I simply just tap the gas, the parking brake's gonna release itself and I can drive away. Personally, in my Subaru, I never turn my parking brake off. I just buckle in and just drive away, let the car do it. So another one, and this is gonna apply to Subarus for many years. You all have the third seat belt for the back. Very rarely do people have 5 people in the car. So especially when the seats are down, this guy is just kind of like in the way, it's bothersome. So let's get rid of it. Depending on the year you have, your release is gonna be a little bit different. Some of them, they're over here. On this one, it's just this little guy right here. So these are actually the keys to my office. If I just pop that guy in there, it releases this seat belt. And then some of you are gonna have this little guy up here, and this guy feeds up into here. He gets out of the way. Others, are you gonna have a little thing on the side there where you can wedge the seat belt into. Now the seat belt's nice out of your vision. Seats can slide down and the seat belt's not in the way. So another thing a lot of people don't know is this screen that's right in the middle here is called your MID screen, but it's customizable. Older Subies, you have 3 little buttons right here that you pull. There's an up arrow, a down arrow when it says I set, but you pull it like that, pull it towards you, and it cycles that screen. They transitioned the controls from this guy now, so if I kind of do this on that guy, that screen moves. Older Subarus, this used to be the volume, but they've now moved the volume down here. But this screen is very customizable, just a littlest bit. All Subarus are going to come with that little MPG thing up there called an eco gauge. It moves over to the left when you're getting bad gas mileage, moves over to the right when you're getting good gas mileage. I'm sitting here idling, so I can't get any worse gas mileage than I'm getting right now. But I didn't find that very useful. I wanted a different screen. So really easy. You got to come over here, make sure your car's running. You go to your settings, and you got to make sure you're in the general settings, and it's actually called the meter screen. So you might have to scroll down to find it, or it might already be there, but you hit meter screen, and meter info screen is on eco gauge. So I'm going to push that guy, and you see how I got 3 different choices here. Some cars will also have a compass on there, but I'm sitting in the Crosstrek, and the Crosstrek does not have that option. So I could go outside temperature clock, and you see that guy's over there, but that information is always right there. So I like the gas range. So I hit gas range, and now we've customized our screen to something that's a little bit more useful. So this next one only applies to customers who have these types of keys, the keyless entry. So most people know, grab the door handle, car opens, you put your finger on top of the door handle, on the side of the door handle, car locks. But what a lot of people don't know is there is a lock button back here. This kind of doubles as something else, another one called pin code access. This button right where my finger is. check out the video on PIN code access. That's a whole separate video. It takes a little while to set up. But what a lot of people don't know is this button locks the car. There's another proximity sensor back here. So this car is unlocked. If I have the key and I come up underneath and I just push this button, you see the taillights flash, car locks. And the car is now locked. I use that button so much on my car simply because the tailgate is oftentimes that's the last place I am. Shut the door, push the tailgate, lock button, car locks. All right, so this last tip here, hopefully this never ever happens to any of you. But if you get inside your car and you push your start button and nothing happens, one of two things is wrong. Either the battery of the car is dead or the battery of the key is dead. If your power locks are working, that will probably mean that the battery to your key is dead. It's a really easy thing to do, and I have no idea how Subaru's done this, but instead of putting your finger on the start button, all you got to do is hold the key up to the start button, put your foot on the brake, and your car is going to start. And now you can go to the Subaru dealership, get a new battery, or go anywhere else you can get a battery. Really, really easy to replace. All right, that's some tips and stuff that you didn't know your Subaru has. Thanks for watching.